Welcome to Bible Storytime, and thank you for joining us. Today we witness a departure unlike any other in Scripture. It's a story not of a final breath, but of a glorious transition, a story of mentorship, loyalty, and a legacy passed on in a whirlwind of fire. This is the story of Elijah's ascension to heaven. The time had come. The Lord was about to take the prophet Elijah up to heaven, and Elijah knew it. So did his devoted apprentice, Elisha, who had followed him for years, learning from his every move. Their final journey began. As they walked from Gilgal, Elijah turned to his friend. "Stay here," he said. "The Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha's heart was bound to his master. "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live," he replied, "I will not leave you." So they went on together. In Bethel, the company of prophets came out to Elisha and asked,
"Do you know that the Lord will take your master away from you today?"
"I know, my brothers. He will be taken from us today."
Again, Elijah tried to send him away. "Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." And again, Elisha's loyalty was unshakable.
"Stay here, I pray you."
"As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you."
So they went on together. In Jericho, the prophets there also knew what was happening, and once more Elisha silenced them. He would walk this final path with his master to the very end. One last time Elijah tested him. "Stay here, the Lord has sent me to the Jordan River." And for a third time, Elisha gave his vow, "I will not leave you." So the two of them walked on. 50 other prophets followed at a distance, watching as Elijah and Elisha stood at the bank of the Jordan. Then Elijah did something magnificent. He took off his cloak, the same cloak he had pulled over his face in the cave on Mount Horeb. He rolled it up and he struck the water. The river parted to the right and to the left, and the two men walked across on dry ground. On the other side, the world seemed to hold its breath. This was the final moment. Elijah turned to the man who had served him so faithfully.
"Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?"
Elisha did not ask for wealth or for fame. He asked for the one thing that mattered most.
"Let a double portion of your spirit be upon me."
Wasn't a request to be twice as powerful. It was the plea of a spiritual son asking for the birthright, to be named the true heir to Elijah's mission and authority. Elijah knew the weight of this request. "You have asked a difficult thing," he said. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise not." The responsibility was now on Elisha. He had to be watching. He had to be present for the final, sacred moment. As they were walking and talking, suddenly, the air split open. A chariot of fire, pulled by horses of fire, appeared and separated the two of them. It was not a hearse of wood, but a chariot of glory. Not horses of flesh, but horses of flame. And in a whirlwind, Elijah went up into heaven. Elisha saw it all. His eyes were fixed on the miracle. He cried out, his voice filled with grief and awe.
"My father! My father! The chariots and horsemen of Israel!"
For he knew that Elijah had been the true spiritual defense of the nation. In his sorrow, he tore his own clothes. And then he saw it, Elijah's cloak, which had fallen to the ground. He bent down and picked it up. The mantle of the prophet was now his. The legacy had been passed. This is not just a story about a miraculous exit. It's a story about what we leave behind and what we are willing to pick up. It's a story about the faithful love between a mentor and a student. Elijah didn't just leave a void, he left a legacy. Elisha didn't just grieve a loss, he embraced a calling. The work of God doesn't end when a great leader departs. It is passed on to those who were faithful enough to walk with them to the very end, to watch and to be ready. Today, that same principle lives on. We all have an inheritance to receive from the faithful who have gone before us. And we all have a mantle to pass on to the next generation. So look at your own life. Whose journey are you a part of? Whose mantle of faith, wisdom, and courage are you called to pick up? Be loyal, be present, be ready. Because when one chariot ascends, another journey on the ground begins. Thank you for watching Bible Storytime. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. These ancient stories still breathe life, because the God of Elijah is still calling us to pick up the mantle and walk in faith.